Today, I am going to be sharing with you the core values of this unconscious communication movement. So, first of all, if you're tuning in, welcome to another episode of Unconscious Communication Secrets. And today, I'm going to be talking to you about some of the core values that we have in the whole unconscious communication movement. So, without further ado, just give me 1 second. There we go. Get some background music playing, I think. There we go. Hey, what's up, everyone? If you're tuning in, we are live. Please drop in a message. Say hello. I'd love to hear from you. So today, I'm talking about the core values that we have in the unconscious communication movement. So, first of all, one of the core values I have when I come to doing these videos, to sharing a whole bunch with you, is to be a master of edutainment. The unconscious communication movement is all about edutainment, which is making people laugh, telling them stories, getting results, interaction, but having a fun way to get people results. So edutainment is a core value of the whole unconscious communication movement, because when people have fun, learning gets done. So that's number one, edutainment. Now, number two, when it comes to the values of the whole unconscious communication movement, is celebrating successes. And that comes to you when you get results, training yourself to celebrate, to take a moment to pause and celebrate the successes. By the way, one great success is today we are at 90 days live in a row. 90 days we have been going live in a row, and we're coming up to that 100. So 10 days, we're going to be at 100 days live in a row. And I'm quite proud of that. And so one of those great successes that I'm going to be celebrating. But what successes can you be celebrating? So that was number two, celebrate your successes. Another value for the unconscious communication movement is to know your outcome. What is it that you want to achieve? Whenever we do anything, I kind of know one of my outcomes when it comes to doing these live videos every day. I'm not just doing it for the sake of doing it. I want to push my boundaries, increase my skills when it comes to speaking on the spot. And so what is your outcome in everything that you do? What is an outcome that you would like to achieve? So that's core value number three, knowing your outcome. Now, core value number four, getting outside your comfort zone. I believe that for so many of us, we are so used to living in our day-to-day that we aren't growing, we aren't experiencing that much growth. And I know that you can get so much more growth. I know that I've gotten so much more growth by every day just pushing that boundary just a little bit more. Every single day, just pushing it a little bit more, stepping out, doing things that I haven't done before. And so getting outside your comfort zone is another core value, and just pushing ourselves a little bit every single day. Next, core value number five is learning consistently and applying. Now, reading a cookbook isn't useful unless you're getting in the kitchen. And for me to go and study storytelling skills or to do public speaking, if I wasn't coming in and trying it out every single day, then I'm not applying. And so a core value that I have, and I like the whole unconscious communication movement, is learning but applying. You have too many professors that haven't actually gone and tested out the stuff that they've learned. What can you do to apply what it is that you've learned? So that's number five, core value number five. Core value number six, when it comes to the unconscious communication movement, for anybody that comes into the tribe, is being a force for good in the world. How can you make a positive difference in people's lives and have fun doing it? Be a positive difference to the world. Be a force for good. And it doesn't, you don't need to do it at like a massive scale, like to everyone in the world. But what about just your family? Can you be a force for good just for your family? Make that positive impression. So that's number 6. Core value number 7 is the job isn't to please everybody. It's to please the right people. And understanding that you're never going to please everybody, but who is it that you'd like to please? Who is it that's important to please? Who is it whose opinion matters? And finding ways to please those people, the right people, not everybody. So understanding that is another core value. Core value number 8, creating peak states of energy, positivity, laughter, and love. And when we create it within ourselves, we help others. Going first. So one of my core values and with the unconscious communication movement as well is going first. Create that energy within yourself and people will start to mirror it. There's something called mirror neurons within people, where if someone feels a certain thing, you kind of feel it a little bit as well. If someone feels unsure, you'll start to feel unsure, because you have these things called mirror neurons which start to pick up from other people and start to emulate it. And so when we have great energy, when we have amazing positivity, when we are happy, joyful, and positive, we create that a little bit within other people. And so a core value that I have is constantly creating new states, peak states of positivity, energy, and laughter within ourselves to help create it in other people. Core value number 9 is set a new standard. Set our standards high. Rid ourselves of the stories, asking better questions. So setting a new standard is me going live every single day. Was when I said, you know what, I'm going to set a new standard. I'm going to get rid of all those old stories and I'm just going to make it happen. And so setting a new standard of ways that are going to give us results, that's powerful. What standard could you set? That's a standard. That's not a one-off event. You know, everyone can do a one-off event, but what about a standard that you live by? And what can we do to rid ourselves of these old stories? And how can you ask a better question to allow yourself to find a better standard? And so that's core value number 9, set a new standard. Core value number 10, generate massive amounts of value. Respect that value and treat people like the family that you love. So generate a massive amounts of value. Like when I go live every single day, I prepare a bunch of stuff. I want to give back so much. When I put my courses together, I always think, how can I give so much value? If someone's going to give me money, if someone's going to pay to learn something, how can I give more than anybody else? How can I provide so much more value than anyone else? How can I make people so happy that they get way more than anyone could invest? And so that's my core value number 10. So those are my 10 core values of the unconscious communication movement. These are the things that kind of drive a little bit of what I'm trying to achieve and hopefully give you a bit of an understanding of the kind of tribe I'm creating, the people that are learning. Master of Edu-tainment, celebrating successes, knowing your outcome, getting out of the comfort zones, learning constantly and applying, being a force for good in the world, understanding that the objective isn't to please everybody, it's to please the right people, creating peak states of positivity within ourselves and others, setting a new standard, and generating massive amounts of value. So that's it for my the values for today. First of all, Laura, great to see you on again. As always, you rock, Laura. Thank you so much. And guys, check it out. 10 days. In 10 days, I would have gone live for 100 days in a row. So today's 90th day in a row live every single day. So we're coming up to that great 100. I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. Those are the and if you want to check out more about the mind, check out uaenlp.com. On Wednesday, I'm doing a free webinar to talk about NLP and mastering the power of your mind. Other than that, this was Unconscious Communication Secrets, and today we were talking about the 10 values of the unconscious communication movement. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Munir. Please share the channel with someone that you believe could learn a little bit more about unconscious communication, mastering their mind, and taking their results further and faster than ever before. Thank you guys for tuning in. Lots of love. Peace out. And I will see you on another episode very, very soon. Peace out. One love. And I'll see you soon.